FeatureCAM 2013 has an important new selection capability. Alongside the traditional box selection, the new method allows the objects to be selected simply by dragging the cursor across multiple adjacent entities. In this particular instance, we can see we've got a part with a number of 2.5D features on it. If I go ahead to the Steps area and select Automatic Feature Recognition, I'm going to choose Setup Number 1 and identify the features, and we can see here that FeatureCAM has found all those features down the Z-axis. But in this case, because we found multiple slice areas, what I want to do is build slightly deeper features and then machine those smaller features later on. So I'm not going to use the automatic feature recognition, I'm going to select the feature areas I want myself. However, we can see, judging by the complexity of these regions, it's going to take a long time to select all those face regions. If I view from the top and try and identify those regions with a box select, you can see I'm grabbing faces that I don't want to include in my features. The new selection method allows us to drag the cursor along those faces and identify those regions I wish to machine. So I'm going to say New Feature, I'm going to say Extract with Feature Recognition, I'm going to create a pocket, and I'm going to say Select the side surfaces and choose Next. And then I'm going to change my mode to use the drag select. So under the selection menu, you see we've got the original box select and I've got the drag select option. So choose the drag select. I can then simply click, so using my left mouse button, click and drag over the faces I wish to identify. Once I got round the part, I can use the Control key to add additional faces using that same dragging method. So I'm going to work my way all the way around the part, around that corner, back into this complex region here, and identify those faces. I can now quickly add those and move on, set in the depth of my feature, and saying Finish. Process my machining operation, and I've identified that pocket region like so. As well as that, if I make a mistake when I'm identifying faces, so let's go ahead, do the same process. So this time I'm going to create a side operation. I'm going to use the Select Side Surfaces again, and again I'm going to switch to my drag select mode. So adding these faces in. If I make a mistake, I can use the Control key to deselect any of the faces. If I click outside my selection, again with the left mouse click, I can go back in, again identifying with that Control key to add additional faces. Let's just complete this final pocket. So I'm going to go all the way around into that region. Notice we've got different Z levels, so the drag select makes life a lot easier. Identify that region, add those in, and we can accept the defaults and finish. Play my 3D simulation, and there's my second pocket.